Take me 30 minutes to name everything he's won, so I won't bother. Ralph Suke. Welcome, Ralph.
Thanks, Carl. Hello, everyone. Glad to be here with you doing this last match of the regular group play, even though it doesn't really mean much. But it's, a good chance for both players to, basically get a little more practice in. Not that they need it, because both players will be back tomorrow. Of course, for David, he is already qualified, so for him it's to stay in stroke.
Yeah, plus nobody's won all 6 matches yet, so maybe he's just thinking that for a bit of self-gratification purposes. Good break there, he's got a shot on the 1 ball.
Yeah, really good break. And I've noticed as his break is like not really a hard one. He's like breaking, I'm not saying medium soft, but he's definitely on the softer side of all the breaking I've seen so far.
Yeah, Chris Mellin mentioned that as well. Played well today, David. A little bit unlucky yesterday. He finished on the same amount of points as Kelly Fisher and just lost out by 1 rack.
Yeah, that's basically what happened to me on day 1. I think there were 2 or 3 players with 3 wins and 3 losses, and I got edged out by Chris Melling, who eventually then ended up winning the whole thing and qualified for the final day already.
Yeah, it's very cutthroat, it has to be said, and yesterday a few things didn't really go your way, Ralph. Seemed the run of the ball wasn't helping as well. It was just seemed to be one of them days.
Yeah, yesterday was definitely a day to forget. I can't actually think of a similar situation in the past and within the last 35 years.
Well, it must be bad then. 35 years.
Yeah, I just couldn't do anything right. I mean, I completely dogged my brains out. And, but I guess it happens. While we're seeing here David running the first game of the match.
Alcaide wins the first rack.
Yeah, it's Kelly, Quick, Fire, Fisher, but it was David Alcaide who was quick off the mark there. He wins the first rack. Over on table 2, Niels Fine is playing for Chunski, and he's just banked the 1 ball in the side, and this is the table layout he is left with.
And I think with the 2 games that Niels already won, that basically qualified him for the semifinals. I think he needed those 2 games, if I'm not mistaken here.
Yeah, he's won 3 matches out of 5. Fortunski's won 2 out of 5, so even if Mirsko wins, that would put him on 21 racks won, but Niels would be on 22, so the top 4 is definitely set. I'm not sure if the order's set though.
Just second rack. Kelly Fisher trails 1 rack to 0 into a break.
Back to the main table. See Kelly Fisher breaking.
Yeah, Ralph, I think the order is probably set. I think we'll see David Alcaide playing Billy Thorpe in 1 semi-final, and it'll be Albin Ocean against Niels in the other.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely correct. Kelly here with a nice break, but a little unlucky with the layout.
Push out called.
Presume she's going to push out to a little edge and not leave the full ball potting angle.
Again.
it's a very tricky situation here because she probably sees only like maybe a third of the ball, maybe half, but I don't really see an easy safety here because you actually can't hit it thin enough to get the cue ball behind the 8. So they're probably going to interfere, probably going in the same direction, the cue ball and the 1 ball.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ralph, that was some pot, wasn't it?
Well, I didn't see that one, to be honest.
No, I definitely didn't see that one either. That was pretty sporty from Kelly Fisher.
Oh, that's the reason why we are sitting here and she is still out there.
Yeah, that was may well be pot of the day. So, Ralph, you've won everything the game has to offer. 52 years of age. Have you still got the hunger? Have you still got another big title in you?
Absolutely. I'm still hungry for another world title. And, of course, I want to be on the European Mosconi Cup team again.
Wow, what about practice? When you're back home, do you still practice a lot, or not as much as when you were younger, or what's the script?
Under regular circumstances, I actually practice more now than I ever did before. But obviously, you know, with the COVID going on, I don't really get enough table time because all the pool clubs are closed, and I basically have to rely on a table that is sitting at my friend's house, and he's, you know, YouTuber Charivari, so he became quite famous during this pandemic, and but you know, I cannot go there every single day and tell him, well, could I practice, and because he has to do his work there as well, you know, so right now it's a bit difficult for me to stay in stroke.
So there you have it. You've heard it here first. Ralph Souquet is still hungry for more titles, and he wants to get back in that Mosconi Cup team.
Very tough jump shot here, and he hit it actually very well, but he had a little too much draw on it, and that's why he scratched in the side pocket.
Yeah, how do you assess Kelly's performance over the last 3 days as well? She's been digging deep and doing very well, hasn't she?
She's playing extremely well. I mean, she not only beat me twice, she beat Niels twice. Today, actually, Niels got revenge, but up to that point, I mean, she's really giving us. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have said it. That's a very uncharacteristic mistake from her. But it looks like both players are having a little fun there, and not taking it too serious.
Yeah, of course, we know the top 4 is already set. And the main thing is Kelly Fisher will be back tomorrow.
Second right. David Alcaide.
David leads 2 racks to 0.
Billy, an interesting day, a tough start, but you've turned it around and you're into the semi-finals. Just tell us your verdict on today so far.
I'm just trying to take it one game at a time. I'm absolutely worn out right now, but you know, I've grinded my whole life, so and I go to the gym, so I'm trying to just use that to my advantage and keep on grinding and trying to get used to my new cue and all in the same week. So I don't know. We'll see what happens.
And you've got a little bit of momentum now to take through to the semi-finals.
Yeah, I do. I definitely. I think that match I definitely started breaking a little better. So kind of figured something out from where I got to play a couple matches in a row on my break. So I feel, you know, that gives you a little bit more confidence. Earlier in the day, I came out really super weak, and then I feel like I'm finishing a little bit stronger. So I'm just keep on taking it game by game. So
Billy, best of luck this evening.
Thanks, Nick. I appreciate it.
USA's Billy Thorpe there battled hard after a 5-0 defeat in his first game and looked very shaky, but come good at the end and secured himself a semi-final place, so well done Billy Thorpe. Group leader David Alcaide breaks off in the third, nice break.
Yeah, David definitely figured out the way to break here on this equipment, that's for sure. Even though he's playing with brand new equipment that he just got like 2 weeks ago, which is really surprising to me, because I'm playing with new equipment myself since roughly 6 weeks, and I still haven't adapted to it, you know. So I'm still kind of not struggling, but it's not the extension of my arm yet.
So when you say new equipment, is it like the same equipment you had but it's brand new, or is it something completely different?
Well, now I'm playing a complete full Predator Q. Before I had like a different butt with a Predator shaft on it. But obviously, you know, the diameter of the Q is a little different right now, and the weight distribution is a little different, so I really need a little more time to get used to it, and I actually didn't have the time to practice enough with it.
So David Alcaide wins a super quick rack there, break and run. He's winning this match 3-0. We'll be back after this short break.
Sporting events should not be held until there are no new cases.
Well, that's right up there with me. No crowd, but who needs them? Just in terms of pure potting ability, he's just one of the best we've ever seen.
Oh my word. Incredible.
What a power-packed partnership it is. Start the engraving process.
David Alcaide from Spain is our group leader. He's played 5 matches today and he's won all 5. He's currently leading this match 3-0, so Of course, he's in the semi-finals, but would be nice to do a clean sweep and win all 6. Kelly Fisher to break in the 4th.
Again, pretty nice break by Kelly. Got just a little unlucky where the cue ball got kicked a little closer to the rail, which makes the shot on the 1 ball certainly tougher than it was looking to begin with.
Yeah, and if there's any part of Kelly's game that is her strength, this would be it. The potting side of pool. Ralph, just as I was saying it, I thought, I'm going to curse Kelly. I could just tell.
I did the same before when she missed that quite easy 8 ball that she hung up. But this obviously is a, you know, the shot is tougher than it maybe looks, especially when it's straight in and you're cueing off the rail and try to hold the cue ball. But this is a very unusual miss by David here. It's wow.
It was harder to miss, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Really, it was one of them.
Yeah, he just hit the only spot on the table where the combination did not go in. That gives Kelly a chance to get on the board here. Little tricky to get to the 3 ball. Yep, that's what I figured.
Yeah, of course, the end result of this match doesn't change anything. The semi-finals are set. Unfortunately, Kelly Fisher cannot make the semi-finals, but she will be back tomorrow. She is doing phenomenal in this tournament. Big story of the day has to be Darren Appleton, coming to this event with high expectations, and after winning his first match 5-0, I just fancied him to be there at the end, you know, make the semi-finals, and to lose all his matches after that is heartache for Darren.
Yeah, that was a big surprise to me as well, especially after the first win against Billy, 5-0. I mean, that almost guarantees you to stay in, at least, you know, in the group and to advance to the next day. But then losing every single match thereafter is almost impossible.
So Kelly's missed a few balls now. I think a little bit of fatigue has set in. She obviously knows she can't qualify. You know, obviously she's a true professional, so she's not missing these balls on purpose, but she probably just wants to get out of the arena, go to the room, put her feet up, chill out, and come back tomorrow, regroup.
Yeah, definitely. It's not looking like she's giving 100% in that match, but you know, it's very easy to understand.
Yeah, and tomorrow we will get our second lady player, Christina Takac. Is that, have I pronounced that right?
I would pronounce it the same, yeah.
Right, that'll do me.
I'm not sure if it's the right pronunciation, but
well, we'll say Christina. Christina's joining tomorrow, so we're going to see an all-ladies battle. Hopefully that'll be on table 1. I'm sure it will be. And David Alcaide, after the mistake by Kelly Fisher, gets on the hill.
4th break.
4-0.
David Alcaide.
Ralph, you and David, very good friends on the circuit.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, we know each other for, I would say, at least 20 years, and David and I used to play in the same team in Germany for quite some years. I joined also his team in the Spanish league 1 year. So yeah, we are very good friends, and you know, hang out very often. Unless he is with his Spanish group of players, then it's it's almost impossible because they only talk Spanish, and then I feel like the fifth wheel.
Ralph, you strike me as the type of guy who speak about 6 languages.
No, unfortunately not. I mean, you know, my English is okay. Obviously my German, and then I speak a few words of Japanese, Swedish, but not enough to really communicate. And Spanish, yeah, you know, I can probably order a drink and some food, but that's about it.
Yeah, nice guys, David.
Yeah, he's
David
a
Alcaide,
super nice
leading
guy.
4-0.
Yeah.
And we're breaking the 5th break.
And I'm sure he's thrilled to be in the semi-final. Said earlier on he missed out against his opponent, actually, who he's playing now just by a rack or 2, I think it was. So job well done today. Come back, regrouped, and got himself in that final semi-final place.
Nice shot here on the 1 ball on the side. Good cue ball control. Now he's playing. I mean, he's a loose player to begin with, but now obviously that he's already on the hill, leading 4-zip. He's trying to loosen up the whole system to be ready for the semi-final, which will start in a few minutes.
So there it is, David Alcaide with this 9-ball. It's a whitewash against ladies world 9-ball champion Kelly Fisher. Kelly will be back tomorrow. David will be back in a moment. He has made it through to the semi-finals. Ralph, it's been a pleasure.